Hey lovers, this is Bella Dutch from Allseeingeyetarot. Here with the weekend romance report. This is going to run from January the 6th through January the 9th, so Friday through Monday. I didn't get to do a daily double today, and I just felt like I just didn't want to, because of so many readings I have to do today. I have to do the intuitive bi-weekly, and I just didn't want to keep repeating myself. You guys know how I am as far as repeating yourself, and I don't like to do it. Anyway, it seems like it's going to be a very lit weekend. Hopefully, if you haven't had a chance already, make sure you are subscribed. Make sure your notification bell is pressed. Definitely go and listen to that reading I did yesterday, fire reading. I know a lot of mothers are going through those different problems with their children at this time, me included. You guys know I usually have to go through it in order to be able to elaborate or share the experience and also the solution. So definitely go check out the daily double for the 5th, the 4th. It's just been a lit week, okay? However, do not become discouraged. It is just the beginning of the year. Keep moving. Stay motivated. Don't get down in the dumps, okay? It's too early to get down in the dumps. You got to keep focused and you got to keep moving. This is the year number 7. So this is about closure. It's also about completion, okay? All right, so anyway, let's get to it. Spirit and Universe, what are the messages you have for the collective this weekend? January 6th through January the 20th. Show me what's going down with these guys. I'm using the Dream Keepers Tarot, just in case you were wondering. Hey guys, you know I'm also starting my new channel, The Bella Dutch, okay? It's already up. I just haven't uploaded any content to it yet. I want you guys to give me some ideas because I was going to take that channel in a direction of like death analysis, celebrity death analysis. I was going to try to crack down some of these cases that may have went cold. They couldn't find the killer. Things like that. So if you like that type of stuff, definitely hit me up, allseeingeyetarot@gmail.com. Leave in my email, you know, some ideas of what I should do or what you guys want to see for 2023. As far as emails over there for the Bella Dutch, it's belladutch247@gmail.com, okay? If you would like to book a reading, allseeingeyetarot@gmail.com, especially if you're booking for just the regular tarot readings, the, you know, divine partnership, things like that. I will have instructions as far as what I offer over there at the Bella Dutch, that channel. Okay, let's go. What's going on this weekend? January 6th through the 9th. Did I say the 20th? I think I said the 20th. I'm already thinking ahead. January 6th through the 9th. Let's see. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. What's going on? Okay. Here we go, y'all. Okay, first card out. The Fates. This is the Wheel of Fortune. The Page of Wands. It says the Creatrix or whatever, but this is the Magician. The Chariot. Look at this. 3 major arcana coming out instantly. This is going to be a lit weekend, I told y'all. Ace of Wands. So we got the Page and the Ace of Wands out. Okay, under the Wheel of Fortune, we got the Moon. Wow. Under the Page of Wands is the Queen of Swords. Under the Magician is the 9 of Cups. Okay. Under the Chariot is the Queen of Wands. Under the Ace of Wands is the 5 of Cups. The overall energy at the bottom of the deck for this week in the first story. The Hanged Woman, which is the Hanged Man. We got a lot of major arcanas in this reading. This is crazy. All right, and I always take the one right up under that, and we're dealing with the 6 of Cups, okay? So, as I stated, hold on, let me move this up. Make sure you guys can really get a good look at it. Okay. As you can see, I just changed my setup. I went back to the original for a moment. I move all over this damn house. Anyway. Alright, so let's go over the cards. We got Wheel of Fortune, Page of Wands, the Magician, the Chariot, Ace of Wands, the Moon, Queen of Swords, Nine of Cups, Queen of Wands, Five of Cups. The overall energy is the Hangman, and right up under that, central focus is the Six of Cups. Okay? Alright, so as the year 2022 was ending, a lot of you made New Year's resolutions. A lot of you sent up prayers of what you want to see for this new year. Some of you were in a situation in the year 2022. You may still be in that situation this week, this weekend. Whatever it is, because of the major arcanas that are, so many of them, in this reading, I know that this is speaking to the masses. It's not just speaking to one specific person, but the masses. So what I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to need you to get that thing in your mind. Whatever it is that you wanted to do for 2023, whatever it is that you prayed about, whatever it is that you asked for, okay? Get that thing in your mind. Even if you have to pause the video just to remember. It's so easy to write up New Year's resolutions, you know, the 30th of December, 31st, by the 31st, you're drunk as shit, you know, the first hit, and most of you forgot all about it. Some of you even written it down. Now, I want to talk to you about that thing that you have in your mind, whether that was ending a relationship, starting a new relationship with someone from the past. I don't know what the hell that loud ass noise is. Sorry, y'all. I got this rain playing in the background because it just helps me to focus. I got a lot on my mind right now. But anyway, whether it's leaving a relationship, whether it's entering into a new relationship, whether it was starting business, whether it was a decision to move, okay, to a better place because where you live, maybe the type of work that you do, the market isn't high. So you pray for all sorts of things. You want all sorts of things to happen in your life, okay? Keeping that in your mind, now I'm going to read the cards to you. The Wheel of Fortune with the Moon. The Wheel of Fortune speaks about luck, a turn of luck, a chain of events that begin to happen in your life that you have absolutely no control over. Whenever you see major arcanas come up in the tarot, do understand that most of the time it's representing lessons. These major arcanas are things that happen to us. It's not things that we provoke or things that we make happen. It is certain experiences that we have to go through in order to learn a lesson. Okay? So with the Wheel of Fortune, let's just say that it's speaking about a situation that you were in and business. Let's take business. I don't know whose loud ass car that is. I'm sorry, y'all. I hope it's not too loud on the screen. It's distracting me, so I hope it's not really distracting you. Okay, so business, all right? You had a business, and this business wasn't producing. And your New Year's resolution was, you may have prayed, Lord, should I lay my business down? Should I shut it down and move on to something different? Now, if you have not yet, go back to my messages the week before the first, okay? Because I spoke a lot about how this year was going to transition for you guys. And they're still relevant, all right? Even if, you know, today is the 6th and I did a reading on the 29th, you know, I want you to still go back and listen to it because it's still relevant, okay? The Wheel of Fortune, being in this business. Okay, so if I prayed and I said, Lord, I really want this business to start producing. It has not produced. I'm thinking about shutting it down. Should I shut it down? And then you got your sign that basically in your heart, you felt like you shouldn't shut it down. You felt like, see, because I don't know, because it could happen differently for everybody. Okay, so for instance, let me just use me, okay? Business has been really choppy here at Allseeingeyetarot. I want to close this channel every day because sales are down. They're screwing me when it comes to the algorithms. My subscriber count is dropping tremendously. Yet and still, I'm required to stay faithful, and I'm required to consistently upload. My issue, my lesson in 2022 was consistency. Now, I have a nursing degree, okay? Back in 2014, I caught a felony, and it screwed up things for me as far as my nursing license. So when I went back recently in November, the end of November, to take my test, I failed the test, all right? Now, when you fail the test, you have to go back through the course all over again. When I tell you, I know this like the back of my hand because I've been a nurse for literally since 2003, okay? That's how long I've had my nursing license. So for me to try to go back to what I know, the education that I paid into, and to go and take a test that I know by heart and to fail was definitely a slap in my face. But that was my sign to continue on doing this here, because I'm like, Lord, what are you doing with me? You know, I'm not producing over there at Allseeingeyetarot. Like, I can't live like this. I'm not going to be able to upload videos if I can't pay the bills. I can't keep my house up. Like, there's no way I can consistently do this and not have a backup plan. I'm a fire sign. I'm a Leo. So everything I do, I have to always have a backup plan, okay? Lessons, going through trials and tribulations, being homeless. You know, when you get hit with so many things, when you've had and then you've been dropped down to almost nothing, you get what is it called? Traumatic stress disorder. Okay, you had a traumatizing event that paralyzed you. So naturally, you're not going to do anything to put yourself in that situation again. Or if it looks like a situation like that is about to arise, you automatically go through a serious panic. Okay? So when I went to go file a grievance, I recently did a grievance, okay, the end of December, to try to get my license. They denied me. I broke down so bad, okay? I said, Lord, what do you want from me? Because there's no way I can keep this business going. How do you take something that I really worked hard for? How do you take away what I've worked my entire life for? And God said this to me. You can't go back. So if I shut the door to something that you used to do, or the way you used to make your money, what do? Do you sit there, you wallow, you cry, you break down, or do you continue? What have you learned in the 20 years that you've been going through, you know, just lesson after lesson after lesson? What have you learned? And I had to sit back and I had to think. I said, well, I don't never want to be homeless again. Okay. When I caught that felony, I had to shut down my house. I had to move back to the projects. I mean, I really lost everything. Okay. So I was like, Lord, I'm afraid, you know, like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. But God said, well, what are you going to do? If I shut the door to what was your past, then that's the answer to the question on whether you should shut your business down or not. So obviously you're where I want you to be. It's up to you to revamp it. Okay. It was a gift. I gave it to you, but now you have to revamp it because you also took for granted what I gave you in this business. And I did. I slacked off. I wasn't consistent, especially the last 2 years. I wasn't consistent. I was just giving up on this. This is very hard work. It's very hard to be 100% for everybody else when all hell's breaking loose in your own life. I got to constantly keep a smile on my face. Meanwhile, my phone never stops ringing. Okay? So anyway, long story short, I said, screw it. I'm going to move forward. I'm not going to cry over spilled milk. Whatever. That was the past. That's how I got my money before. I'm going to move forward with what I know right now. So I'm continuing to upload videos. Here comes the 6. I'm getting to my point, okay? The reason I'm telling you this story is because I'm trying to help you to identify your sign that you got when you asked that same question. Okay? Now, that can be for a relationship. Maybe it was a relationship that you were in, okay? And maybe you were tempted with an ex. And you asked God, you know, should I go back to my ex or should I stay where I am? Okay? And you got some sort of sign showing you that you can't go back to the X, but you have to move forward in whatever it is that you're in. Now, let's talk about the moving forward. The Wheel of Fortune with the moon would represent where I am today or where you are today. Everything still looks the same. Doesn't look like it's going to produce. You're still making the same amount of money. You're still in the same relationship. It doesn't look like the relationship changed. It doesn't look like the business, the sales went up. I mean, everything is still the same. Okay? However, the Wheel of Fortune is there. And the Wheel of Fortune represents the turning of the karmic wheel. So if everything was bad, then you could expect for everything to get good. Okay? Now, the moon is disillusionment, or the moon is what would be considered to hide over, like sort of like, okay, so you want your business. It's like God telling you, yes, your business, I want you to be there at that business. That business, you need to revamp it. I'm going to give you another opportunity with that business to pick it back up. So looking at the Wheel of Fortune and the moon would represent that I don't see anything different. I'm still not making sales. Okay, now pay attention. I told you a couple days ago that God was giving you another chance. Okay, He's giving you, God, it's giving you another chance. It's giving you another opportunity. The Page of Wands with the Queen of Swords represents your skepticism. Okay, you're skeptical about moving forward. You're skeptical about keeping the business because it still looks the same. All right. Do not be fooled by this. You're skeptical about staying in the same relationship because the man is still acting the same way. He's still a narcissist or whatever your situation is. Okay. The Page of Wands represents that sign that came through or information that may have come through, and it's going to come through in a still small voice. The Page of Wands is sort of like the beginning of scholarship. If we looked at the class where it was like the Page of Wands, it goes the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, then the King of Wands. Okay, so the Page of Wands is sort of like the child still. Okay, so this when I seen the Page of Wands, it reminded me of the still small voice of God. Okay, the opportunity that comes through, whispers in your ear, a situational change. Somebody sits there and says, okay, so I do this at Allseeingeyetarot, right? Somebody gets in my email, and this recently happened to me. I'm not bull crapping you. I'm not going to expose the person that did it because most of the time people don't want me to talk about, what they do. But let me tell you, I'm sitting there like, what can I do on the Bella Dutch? Like, I can't do the same thing that I'm doing over here. I might as well just stay over here. Like, what should I do? And then somebody that has been with me for a very long time gets in my email and asks me about something. Now, normally, if I'm focused, and I just got a word, I'm sorry. Normally, if I'm focused on what I'm doing over here at Allseeingeyetarot, and I forget that I asked God a question about the Bella Dutch channel, then I'm going to look right over that. Okay, so for instance, let me tell you. I'm going to just break it down. Somebody that's been with me for a very, very long time, okay? I'm going to say her name, Ruby Teapot. Definitely go visit her on Instagram. The Ruby Teapot, okay? She's helped me. She makes some amazing products. I have lupus, and I've been sick numerous times. And this baby, when I tell you, Crystal sent some powerful things to me that really got me together today. Like, I'm still in front of you guys because of her. Her products are amazing, and she sells different herbalized teas. She also sells ointments, CBD infused. Like, she's amazing, okay? She gets in my email and she says, Bella, say it ain't so that Gangsta Boo died. Now, Gangsta Boo is some rapper that I grew up on, all right? She was about 3 years older than me. I'm 40 years old, so Gangsta Boo is about 43. Okay, now let me tell you something. This is true shit. I'm trying to tell you the story of the card so you can understand it. Because me just explaining a card, you would put that all over the place in your life. Okay, but if I go right down the center, then maybe you could see it the way that it's trying to read to you. So she says, all she did was ask me, say it ain't so, Gangsta Boo died. And I said, yeah, boo, it's so. She said, oh, another fallen Leo. Okay, because Gangsta Boo was a Leo. I said, I know, I can't believe it, babe. Yep, she overdosed. Now, if you know anything about me, when I do my death analysis, I go for the mysteries, okay? I don't go for things in the media that was self-explanatory. You know, like something as simple as an overdose, okay? The Queen of Swords would represent my mentality when she said it to me. I heard it. The Ruby Teapot didn't know that I was asking God what to do with the Bella Dutch, okay? She was just mentioning something to me, okay? She didn't even know that she was helping me, or she didn't say, Bella, won't you do a reading on Gangsta Boo? No, she just said, say it ain't so that Gangsta Boo passed away. That's that Page of Wands, okay? She's just a little small voice that says something. The Queen of Swords was my defense. So it was my defense against the way that I did business in the past. I know that the only cases that I pick up is when there is some sort of mystery involved, okay? Like, you know, they're going to accuse the wrong person, or the person really didn't get justice because they got the wrong person standing trial or going to court for it. You understand? So I like stuff like that, not something that's self-explanatory. So the Queen of Swords is me, because I still haven't done a Gangsta Boo upload. I'm looking like, well, you know, she overdosed. I mean, what else is there to explain? The Magician with the Nine of Cups says, I am answering the question that you asked me on what to do with that channel. So the Ruby Teapot mentions something. The Magician in the Nine of Cups says, I'm giving you what you asked for. You asked what to do for that channel. At the same time, you've been begging me, Wheel of Fortune, to give you more business or more power of influence. So I'm going to give you a seed, because that's all it is. When she mentioned that, it's a seed, okay? Now, it's up to you to work it, because it has the potential to produce the thing that you want. You understand? So ding dong. Comes in my mind, okay, the Bella Dutch. I am going to crack celebrity deaths that went cold. You see what I'm saying to you? Now, the Chariot, the Queen of Wands says, put it in motion. Put it in motion. The Chariot is representing the things that are distractions to you, okay? So if I'm just being honest here, Ruby Teapot says that to me about 3 days ago. Right when Gangsta Boo was found dead. I believe she died on the 1st, okay? Now, it's the 6th. Bella, why don't you have Gangsta Boo's, you know, video done? All right? I'm dealing with my baby. I'm dealing with car issues with my daughter. She got to get ready to go back to school, okay? I'm dealing with my sister, my brand new nephew. That will represent the Chariot, the distractions, okay? But if you think of the Chariot is about a victory, okay? He has one white horse, one black horse, okay? This represents chaos, okay? They're trying to pull in different directions. The white and black horse is a representation of the things that try to push you off your path. Because if you have the two horses, pay attention. You see how they're button heads in this? Okay? If you have the two horses, they have different ideologies. They ready to go in different directions, okay? Which causes you to not be able or have a hard time trying to keep the wheel steady. All right? You understand? You see the two different heads? I love this art. Okay, this is the Dream Keeper's Tarot, and it's by Liz Huston. Okay? But see these two little heads here? Okay? And it's right above the horses. So it's just representing people. The horses are not horses per se, but it's representing chaos. Chaotic things that keep you distracted from the true goal. Here comes the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands in the tarot would represent someone who is active. Someone who puts a plan in action, and she is active. She goes after it. She's not a dreamer, okay? I think it, I do it, and regret it later. She doesn't think about the consequences. She just constantly moves, okay? This is the person or the woman or man, if you have the Queen of Wands, which is Aries or Sagittarius, this is the person that is going to go and get the job done, okay? Even if they don't know how the outcome is going to be, they still are going to get the job done, All right. So that being up under the Chariot is saying it's important that you do not get distracted. I am sending you help. I send you a little seed. Take that and build with that. Okay? Take that and build with that and move forward. Don't let anything distract you. Okay, so you got to be very careful, and you have to be aware of everything, your surroundings. Put your damn phone down. If you're distracted on YouTube, watching TV all the time, you don't never go outside. Or you know what? I can't even say that, because sometimes if you watch YouTube, maybe something comes across the screen and it gives you an idea. Okay, it's subjective to whatever it is that you are working on, or whatever you prayed about, or whatever you asked a question about. Okay. It's just a seed that's going to come through. This is not the year where things is just going to land in your lap. No, it's not. No. You see this hangman here? This is the year number 7. Okay, so if you know anything about the number 7, the 7 represents reflective. Okay, to reflect over everything that you've already done. Okay, to look over everything that you've learned for the year. And the things that you say was good, you keep it. And the things about yourself that was bad, you throw it away. Okay? Because you got to come to completion. Okay? You have the hanged man there as the overall energy. The hang up on this, okay, so if I was doing a Celtic cross, the hanged man would be the first card. What would be opposing that would be the 6 of Cups, or the 6 of Cups will be first, and what would be opposing that would be the hanged man. It still represents the same thing. What it's saying is to become distracted by the past. Okay? Fear. Remember I spoke to you about what I lost in 2014? Crippling fear. Be careful not to let crippling fear, it not working before. Listen to me. Please, y'all, listen to me, okay? This is a deep reading. I may not have all the proper words to explain it, okay? But I'm trying to drive it so that you can understand it. If you look at what happened last year, if I look at how bad it was for me last year, here at Allseeingeyetarot, I'm shutting this channel now. I'm not going to be able to move forward. These 2 cards represent that you have to fight through what you think you know. You're constantly going to have on your mind. The hanged man is about perception. All right? Looking at a situation and being able to see it differently. Okay, being able to see it from a different perspective. Maybe sometimes you got to turn upside down. Okay, so if you had your bed next to you right now and you hung upside down, everything in the room looks differently. Okay, so it could represent the way that you look at a situation. If you look at how it looked last year, it has the potential to stagnate you. Okay, because you'll be too afraid to move forward. That's the same thing these 2 cards are saying. The Ace of Wands represents an opportunity. It's a seed. It's a brand new passion. It's desire to move into a different direction. The 5 of Cups represent you focusing on what it is that you lost, or what didn't work out for you last time. That has the potential to destroy this thing moving forward, whatever your this thing is. The relationship that you had, okay? If you're in a relationship, all right, and a relationship was very, toxic, it's very abusive. You move into 2023, they're still doing the same old thing that they were doing in 2022. However, you ain't checked yourself. Are you still doing the same thing that you were doing in 2022? Then you can't expect it to change. Okay? Why don't you look at the way that you responded to the person? Look at yourself. And I get a lot of people that come in about relationships and they say, Bella, you taking this side? Bella, you taking her side? No, I'm not. You can only be responsible for yourself, okay? If that person was on the phone with me, I would be talking to that person. But all I have to work with is you. And you're on the phone here. So if you want to change your partner, you got to first learn how to change you. Okay? All right, that's the first story. I don't even know what I'm going to call that. That's a very powerful story. Very powerful. Please do not disregard that. Okay? Because that right there, shapes your whole 2023. What you do this weekend, how you see it this weekend, is going to shape whether 2023 is going to be good for you or whether it's going to be a repetitive year. Same thing that happened in 2022 is going to happen in 2023. If you're thinking that way, if you don't change your perception, the way you see a situation, okay? If you don't evaluate yourself and see how you can change you, then you're going to have the same thing this next year. This year. I mean, this year. All right. That's the first story. Let's get one more out of here. Okay. Spirit and universe. What's the second message? Give me a second message for the collective. What do you want to talk to them about this year? 2023's. Let's do this weekend. First weekend of the month. January 6th through the 9th. Show me what's going down this weekend. What's guaranteed to happen this weekend? Show me. All right. There we go, y'all. All right, first card out. 7 of Cups. Queen of Cups. Seven of Wands. Page of Pentacles. And the Moon. Under the 7 of Cups, we got the 5 of Pentacles. Under the Queen of Cups, we have the 8 of Pentacles. Under the 7 of Wands, we have Temperance. Under the Page of Pentacles is Judgment. Under the Moon, 8 of Swords. Overall energy at the bottom of the deck for this second reading, 9 of Cups. Okay. And I usually take the one right up under that, and we got the Chariot again. Okay. All right. This is a recurring story, too. Seems like we into this recurring crap. Recurring meaning that I had already done this. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to fix this. Recurring meaning that I had already done this reading, literally, maybe this last week. Okay? This previous week in December. Okay, so let me see if I can say it differently so that maybe it drives home a little bit more to where you get it. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to pause for a second and then lay some clarifiers, okay? So I'm going to say it like this. I'm not going to bullshit you with this one, all right? You got a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I don't care what sign you are. You can be any zodiac sign. But the partner or the person that you want to be with is a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Your car is stuck in park. This is your last year to put that bitch in drive. Okay? Do you understand me? And you know who you are. And I'm even talking to myself, which is crazy. It's amazing that I get my message when I'm delivering it to you guys. Your car is stuck in park. This is your last year to put that car in drive. If you want it, get in the fight. You cannot hide this year anymore because this is looking lopsided. It's a lopsided fight. Whoever this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio person is, they are ready. Ready for partnership. Ready for the situation to move out of park an into drive, and they have been literally looking for ways to let you know that this is what they want. Now, some of you say, no, Bella, no, no, no. Because, see, I know what I want to say, okay? Listen, Linda, okay? Let's just say if you're dealing with Cancer, Pisces, okay? Because these are some very, they're weird. Listen, Linda, let me, not about you, Bella. These are some sidewalking, not mean what you say, not direct in your face type of people. Okay? So, whoever this Cancer, Pisces is, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, they look like double water. Okay? I say double water because there are some Cancers, some Pisces, even Scorpios who are, if they want something, they go directly to go get it. And I'm talking about a relationship. This is divine intervention, divine partnership, okay? So this is talking about your relationship with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I don't care what zodiac sign you are, okay? It didn't give me. You can be double water. It can be two Cancers, two Pisces, a Pisces and a Cancer. Listen, Linda, I don't want you to focus on that as much as I want you to focus on what I'm telling you right now. This is your last year. Year number 7. 7 of Cups. 7 of Pentacles. Chariot number 7. This is your last year to make that thing a reality. Meaning, whatever you got in your head with this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, if you have intentions on being with this person, if you want to be with this person, things don't always turn out the way you want them to. Okay, so let's just say that you love somebody, you really want to be with them, and you've tried to be with this person, okay, and over the years they rejected you, or they were married, or they were in other relationships, okay? It just was impossible. What I'm telling you is this. This is your last year to get in a fight. It makes you no good, 7 of Cups, to sit and fantasize about something that you are not taking the initiative to grab. You're waiting on something. Now, you could be waiting on this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio to pick up the phone and actually call you or actually knock on your door. That's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. This is why I said they're weird. You know, it's like whatever has happened between you and this person. We got the Moon, 8 of Swords. This is stuck energy, okay? So this is like two people that would be wondering whether you like me. You know, like, it's like you're saying, I don't know if they want to be with me, Bella. I don't know if they really want to, you know, move forward with me. And they're saying the same thing too. So this is two individuals that have a long history. Could be a long history of rejection, long history of all the wrong, you know, meeting up at the wrong time. This is it. This is this year, okay? This is the year that you are going to have to step out of your comfort zone. Now, if I tell you I'm looking at a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio who is trying to give you signs that they're interested in you, and it doesn't look the way you want it to look, I'm telling you, I am telling you, they are not going to do anything different. So whatever zodiac sign you are, You must be the one to initiate it, or at least go close. Okay, we got the Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. All right, and this is on the Eight of Pentacles, because I'm like, okay, well, what kind of work do you expect this person to do as far as being in relations with this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio? Okay, you planted a seed a long time ago. You might not have the way or the direction, but there's help if you would just get out of park. And you know what that means. Listen, I'm probably one of the most realest people you'll ever meet in life. All right. You guys know I've been doing this shit a long time with Alpha. Okay, a long time. Like, to the point where I'm like, Linda, I'm not going to see him. I don't give a shit where he's at. I'm about tired. If you want me, show me. Okay, that's my attitude right now. Okay. However, I got a lot of years invested with this person. A lot of years. Okay? A lot of years. And if I ever want to see my seed blossom, I don't know the way to get us into union. I don't know how, like what I'm supposed to do. I don't know. Okay? Just like you probably don't know. Because you probably feel like I did everything I thought I was supposed to do in order to initiate us being together. I'm telling you, all you have to do is get the car out of park. Come outside. Get outside. You know how they say, I'm outside. I like battle rap, so I'm a big battle rap fanatic. Okay? And they always say, I'm outside. That means that they're outside, you know, boxing, battling, taking battles, outside, talking heavy. This is your last year to get outside and talk heavy. Don't worry about how to do it. You just got to go outside. You just got to go outside. You just got to take the car out of park and actually drive. You will know where to go once you get the bitch out of out of park. You'll know where to go. There will be help along the way. Seven of Wands with the Temperance. You know what this is? This is fear. That's when you've been rejected so much that you begin to be afraid. Like, you get an attitude where it's like, I'm not, you know, even if you're in a relationship for a long time. Okay, let's just say you're in a relationship for a long time and you constantly keep telling this person that they got to change or hurting you. They keep doing this. And then you get to a point to where you're like, I know them. You know, you get comfortable. Okay? You know how you get comfortable in a situation? You feel like you know the person, so you feel like you don't have to show up. You don't even have to have that discussion no more because you kept saying the same thing over and over again for many years. So you think you know this person. Seven of Wands with Temperance would cause you to stagnate. It would cause you to sit back and say, all right, you know what? I told this person over and over again that they're hurting me. Or I told this person over and over again that this is what I want. I want to be with them. So now it's their job to find me. It's their job to show me that they really want this relationship. It's their job to change. The Eight of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles says to let that vibration go. Okay? Because the moment you stop fighting, you no longer have a fight. The moment, the minute, the very second that you stop fighting, relationships are meant to be challenges that make you better. Okay? It is a balance of teaching and learning. And when that stops, you have nothing. That's not a relationship anymore. Okay? That becomes a burden. So if you have gotten to the point where you're just like Seven of Wands is to stand up for what you believe and to fight for it, to hold on to it. It's like you are trying to oppose everything that's trying to take away your man. All right, you on the phone, you on Instagram, you arguing with chicks and nah, this is my shit. You know, you stating your claim, but when you got Temperance next to it, the Temperance says, I want to see it fight for me. That's what that would mean. I want to see it fight for me. I already proved myself. And Spirit is saying to you, the Eight of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles, use it before you lose it. Either you are going to get back in this energy, Seven of Wands, of fighting for it, You're going to go after it. Really go after it. See, the the Eight of Cups. People look at this as saying, I'm going to walk away from something, or it's a breakup. That's not necessarily what that means. What that means is walking away from old modalities, old templates, old belief systems. The things that used to fulfill you no longer fulfill you, so you got to go in search of something new. Now, how does that work on the Seven of Wands? I'm going to tell you how it works. Very simple. Renew your interest in the fight. That's what that means, okay? These cards are so intricate and so difficult, okay? It amazes me when I sit and I look at some of these videos, and when the readers try to read the cards, and I'm like, no, that's kind of wrong. They kind of forget their way. They'll pull clarity on the Seven of Wands, not realizing Spirit said the Seven of Wands. What does the Seven of Wands mean? It means to stand up for what it is you believe in, to hold on to your shit, to fight for yours. What's yours? That's what the Seven of Wands mean. So if you get the Eight of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, some people will read this like, well, walk away from that which you love because something new will be waiting for you. No. That's not what that means, Linda. That is not what that means. That means to walk away from everything that no longer fulfills you. It can be in the same relationship. It can be a couple that have been together 20 years. And you know how you think you know a person? You think you know everything about them. When you slam the Eight of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles on that, it would represent wash away everything that you think you know about that person and try something different. Go after something different. Because maybe this person is no longer eating eggs with ketchup on them. Yeah, they used to like it. They used to love it. But they don't love it no more. Okay? And you still fixing them eggs with ketchup on it. Wondering why they're not eating it. So what does that look like, Bella? Well, what it looks like is there was a time that you loved this individual. You fought hard for this person. You protected it against all odds. Well, temperance represents patience and moderation. Now, what causes a person to stagnate or to no longer fight as hard as they were fighting? When it seemed like they couldn't put the puzzle together. When it seemed like the thing that they were fighting for wasn't fighting for it back. Okay? So when Spirit puts the Eight of Cups on the Ace of Coins, it simply says this. You can never go back to what used to be. You continue to fight in the mode of what you used to do. That's not going to work this new season. So either change how you did things in the past or just walk away for good and go after something different. This is your last year, though. This is your last year, Linda. Okay? It's your last year. You got to figure out what you're doing with it. All right? Use it before you lose it. Is your marriage worth fighting for? Is your wife, your husband worth fighting for? You would be surprised how many people are in a dead, feelingless marriage. Let me explain these cards a different way. They're in a dead, emotionless marriage. They are not happy. But what's holding on to them is what they used to do, the past. How it used to be. Okay? You can't hold on to that no more. You got to hold on to the now. All you have is now. You can't go back to the past. You can't turn it the way it used to be. You know, like, people will come to me and they say, Bella, I've been with my husband 20 years. You know, how could I change things? Or how could I get him to see me different? What? What the fuck, he didn't see you in every light? How are you going to see you different? Like there's no secrets then. Like he knows everything about you. So the only way the only way you're going to be able to change that marriage or to reignite that spark is to walk away from everything you think you know. Literally. And become childlike. We got the Page of Pentacles coming up with Judgment. So the Page of Pentacles would represent a student. This is the studious student. They study. They work very hard. They realize what they have. Usually it's a person with a pentacle. Or look, even this. See how he's kissing that bird, that skeleton bird? He adores that ugly ass bird, okay? Or she. Is that boobs? I don't know, shit. It adores that ugly ass bird. Okay, that's that person's bird. If you was to talk to the Page of Pentacles will tell you this is my bird. And it's a beautiful bird to me. Judgment will be a representation of having an epiphany. Why does that bird mean so much to you? It's time to go back to school. Because Spirit done already told you to unlearn everything that you've learned about this person. The Page of Pentacles would say, be childlike. Go back to everything that you've been through. So if you're going to use the past, if you're going to remember how good he was in the beginning or how good she was in the beginning, then go over a life review with this person. And when you go over a life review with this person, then reinitiate yourself. And the way that you reignite yourself is that you got to remember that it meant something to you at one time. Okay? You got to remember it meant something to you at one time. I'm getting on my people that's been married a long time, in a dead relationship, in a toxic relationship, you know, and you may be asking, what do I do with this? Should I move on? Should I go find somebody new? Should I go to the ex? Should I stay with this person? Is there any life left in it? Okay? Because I already told you what you got to do as far as if you date. Well, it don't even look like you guys are dating. This is your last year to initiate. Get your car out of park to drive that thing. And this is sitting on the Cancer. Okay? Cancer, Pisces. It's sitting on that person. So that person is saying, I'm ready to get into this union. I'm ready to make it official. Okay? That's what that means. Now, when I'm looking at the moon and the Eight of Swords, the moon would symbolize the thing that has you stuck there in park. Your imaginations. Okay? When lights go out, okay, and maybe there's a little light on in the hallway. You ever look around your room? Shit looks scary as shit. Seriously. When there's low lighting, all type of shadows are like created. And the thing doesn't look the same way that it would look in the light. The Eight of Swords would be the feeling of entrapment. So this is telling me that what's keeping you in stuck mode is because what's keeping you in stuck mode with that first story, not the first cards, the same cards, okay? What's keeping you in stuck mode or what's keeping you in park mode is what you went through in the past with this person. How this person reacted to you in the past. Okay? And you're waiting for something different. You're waiting for this person to come back to you or call you or, you know. I like those people to say, I prayed for a sign and I said, Lord, if he really loves me, make him call me. And then you ain't get no phone call and you left that motherfucker. That's not going to happen like that. It's not going to happen like that, okay? So shame on you that waited for a sign. Lord, let him call me. I mean, you're telling the Lord how to make this sign come about. And 9 times out of 10, it's not going to come out. Okay? You don't tell the Lord how to give you a sign, all right? They're going to show you some signs and you make your decisions. Okay? Anyway, you have been stagnant due to fear. Spirit is already telling you, this person, if you want to be back with this person, 2 things. Well, first of all, if you're a married couple, and you're wondering whether you should let go of that marriage or whether you should end that relationship. Spirit says, remember the past. Remembering the past and everything that you've invested, everything that you put into it, has the potential to break you free out of that stagnation. Now, for those of you that may be saying, okay, yep, that's me, Bella. I've been running from this person for years. And, you know, I really want to be with this individual, but they don't ever approach me, or they don't call me, or they don't have an Instagram, or I don't know how to reach them. Go back to where you met. That's what that would represent. Okay? Take a trip to where you used to meet them at, where you used to see them. Chariot. This is moving forward. Movement. Okay? I can see the Chariot as get your ass in your car and put it in drive. And don't get distracted. Go back to where you met. Because that's where they are. It's going to blow your mind. If you listen to me, I'm telling you, it'll be there. I does this. Like I said, I'm the fucking goat of these cards. I do this. All right? These cards read as experiences to me. I don't read no keywords and shit. You'll be confused as hell trying to read the keywords to some shit and try to tell somebody their life story. No. These cards read as experiences that I've been through. It shows me experiences that other people been through. And that's how I'm able to come up with the storytelling. I think that people really get it better when I tell stories. Okay? Versus if I just tell you what the card mean, now you got to figure out where in your life it fits. No. That's not how I do things over here. Okay? This is your last year. It's your last year for this marriage to work. It's your last year for you to make this relationship happen. If you are married or involved with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay? So I'm only talking to you that's involved with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All right? I love you much. Until next time, make sure you like, comment below, subscribe if you haven't already, hit your notification button, and I'll see you again very soon. Enjoy your weekend.